Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, here to preview for you some of the reels that have recently come into my shop and some of the reels that I will be making videos on to show you how to service and repair them. And hopefully if you have one of these, you'll learn a little bit more about how to take those reels apart, how to service them, and how to get them out there fishing again. And if you don't have one of these, well, maybe you're interested in learning a little bit about them, and those videos will serve that purpose as well. Before I get started, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe to the channel, please hit the notification button. That will help you to see when I'm posting reels, and particularly the videos on particular models that I'm going to preview today, but also, well, just about anything that comes into my shop that I do a video on. I also do product reviews, and I do some educational stuff like histories of fishing reel companies and tackle reviews and the like, and you may be interested in those. So please go ahead and do that notification button when you subscribe. That'll help you all around. Well, the first group comes in from Rick. Rick dropped these off the other day, and three of them they're oldies but goodies. This one is the Damn Quick 330. It's got a sticking bail trip, and I think most of you that have watched my channel know that it may just be solved with some simple penetrating oil to get these levers kind of loosened up again. One of the problems with these reels is, well, grease and dirt accumulate in the sides of these bail arms. Grease solidifies, and this reel is, well, it's actually turning pretty good, but you can just see the evidence. It's been in storage a long time. There's a lot of dust and dirt and debris on this, and that's probably what got trapped in this bail arm to make it kind of act the way it does. Looks like there's some old grease on the bail wire here, so all of that leads to a good spray of penetrating oil will probably solve that without taking the reel apart. So we have a Damn Quick. We have a classic. This is the Penn 85. This reel's turning real tight, but one of the things I noticed right away is, well, we've got a line trapped inside that spool. It's probably wrapped around the spool shaft, and that's probably why this one is not working the way it is. Folks ask, how does that happen? Well, you have an adjuster over here that's a spool tensioner, and if this adjuster gets way out, you'll see that there's a gap. Well, I guess it's all filled with line right now, but a gap will develop in each side of the spool. When that gap develops, line can get underneath it. So we'll get this one apart, we'll clean it up, and we'll make sure to get that one back to them. I believe there are plenty of videos out there that show that. And here's this is a Bay City reel. This is probably comparable to the 113. It has a wider frame to it. I haven't done one of these in a while. I think we'll go ahead and do this one. This is an Ocean City, Bay City model. This one should clean up beautifully. You can see there's all kinds of tarnish and dirt and things like that on it from years and years of storage. It even has the old braided line on it, the linen or Dacron line. So my guess is this has just been sitting in an attic or a basement or a garage or some other place. Overall, it's working pretty good, and even the handle knob is turning, even though it's turning slowly. This one should clean up real nice. So that's projects that were brought in by Rick. I think we'll do a video on Bay City, and we'll do a video on the Damn Quick. And those of you that have the Penn reel, well, if you check my videos, you're going to find that I've done quite a few on pens. Some folks even think that that's all I work on is pens. Well, no, I work on everything that comes into my shop. It just happens that we're on the Atlantic seaboard here, and a lot of the reels that do come in are Penn reels. All right, this one's coming in from Michael. Michael just sent me some reels before. He's going to send me some others. And look at that, he even sent me a headlamp for fishing. Oops, how nice of him. Well, let's see what we have here. We have this one's going to make a unique reel. I'm going to find out what this is about. This is, well, it's hard to see. Looks like it's got scratched off there. We're going to have to do some work. The reel's called Relax. It's in French. So this is a French reel. And yeah, made in France. And I don't see the brand on it. But isn't this an interesting kind of a reel? We were just talking about this one before. I have a reel that has the Senator. And I'm just thinking that's your release point for casting, and then it closes. I guess you push the button for that. Wow, I can't wait to get underneath this one, see what that's all about. Very, very unique reel there. And then I know he was sending this one, and this is a Penn Spin Fisher. I think this one's just in for basic service. It's a beauty. It's hard to tell. I think it's the 5500 SS. One of my favorite of the Penn reels. We got a couple of things going on there. We have a spool that's bottoming out. Maybe we have a bearing. It's hard to see. So why does the spool bottom out? Well, there's a Teflon washer that goes on the axle shaft under the spool right here. And in all likelihood, this Teflon washer is worn, and that's causing the spool to go down. You just need to add another one or a replacement, and that generally will take care of that problem. What would be happening here as well, if this spool is bottoming out, even if you could live with that chirp, well, what would be happening is that the line would be gathering towards the top rather than spooling evenly on that reel. So we'll figure it out. I've done, just recently did a 4500, so I don't know if we're going to do the 4500. Here's a sign of the times. This one was sold by Bishop Tackle for $78.99. Well, it's probably still selling for that price today. Here's another one that he sent, and this is a bigger one for sure. This is the Shimano bait feeder, bait runner. It's the 6500, one of the best bait feeder reels ever made, in my opinion. We'll see what's going on here. Very old line. We have the older braided line. Other than that, it seems to be a survivor, and it seems to be in pretty good condition. So we'll take care of that for Michael as well. So again, if I have that one in my library, the 5600. If you want, take a look at that. If you see a reel in there that I don't plan to do, please let me know. I'll try and work it into my schedule to get that one done. Well, here's 3 reels that came in from my buddy who sells at a local flea market. He asked me to tune them up for him. Get them back out there. First one is basically a nobody's name brand. It's a Swift reel made in Taiwan. It doesn't have very much mechanically going on here, and yeah, well, that would make sense. It's kind of frozen, right? These things tended to be, we'll use the past tense on them, you don't find these anymore, tended to be a low-end reel. The reel typically was on a rod and reel combo. It was sold for freshwater fishing, and the folks that bought these reels probably weren't paying much attention to keeping them repaired. Well, this should be interesting. I'm not sure why, other than there's no grease at all in this reel. I'm not sure why that's binding, but it is. And we'll try and, maybe we'll do a why did this happen video on this one. But that one should be able to go fishing again. I'm not seeing anything in there that says that there's any broken pieces and parts. If there were broken pieces and parts, this one would be destined for the recycle bin because, well, you simply can't get the pieces and parts for that. Next one is interesting. It's a Garcia. It's kind of the follow-on reel to the Mitchell Garcia 324 series. Garcia tried to make some reels after Mitchell went out of business, and they tried to continue running the plants for a little while. If I remember my history correctly, Garcia actually had a role in Mitchell going out of business, in that they had run into some distribution problems, canceled some orders. Mitchell couldn't maintain business without the Garcia volumes. And then I guess Garcia either got purchased or got their issues resolved, still needed fishing reels for distribution in the U.S. Garcia was not a real manufacturer, they were a distributor. And this is the design for the 324. I'm not sure, yeah, that's what, well, the side plate actually reads Mitchell Garcia, or Garcia Mitchell 204. Well, there you go. All right, I just learned something there. And this is a beauty. This one we'll certainly try and do. We've done the 310 Ocean City. Well, this is the 320. Look at the size of this thing. Among other things, we're going to do a little YouTube short on it because it is a unique industrial design to this one. And we'll see if we can't show you how to take this one apart. And, well, it's running beautifully. There's a little click going on there. That might just be that the spool's not down tight. but that certainly will be an interesting one as well. And my friends from Hawaii tell me they have a unique bell and ringing system as an alert for fish. We didn't have the setup that they showed me there, but we have some bells, and maybe I'll do a short to show you how that thing works as well. All right, so that's the reels that are on top that have recently come into the shop. I hope you stay tuned to watch the videos on these. If you've seen one of these that you're interested in, please let me know, and I'll see what I can do to add that video to the ones that are already planned. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for everything that you've done and are doing during the pandemic to keep us safe. To everybody, please stay safe, stay well, and stay watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Have a great day.